What is going on, everybody? It is Tuesday. We have made it to 5 o'clock. We got a good slate of basketball going on tonight, and we got a full crew here today. A full crew. We already got J-Bo here in the chat. Yes, sir. Let's fucking win. But yeah, let's see how everybody's doing. Mr. Spread, what is up, man?
What's going on, guys? What's going on? It's nice to join you after a little bit of reprieve. I'm smack dab in the middle of a Capers League tournament, the X Capers League. Right now, I am 6-4, shooting at about 60%. So, be looking for those results on my Twitter or X page day over day. But right now, we are tied for fourth place.
Very nice. Very nice. Josh, what is up, man?
Not much, fellas. I once again appreciate y'all having me on and look forward to this NBA slate tonight.
For sure. Glad to have you here. Uh and Joe, what is going on, man?
Had a rough day yesterday. Got hooked twice. Zubac hooked me at 32 and a half. He got 32. And Russ hooked me at 19 and a half. He got 19. So it happens. Had a little rough patch yesterday, but love it today. Slate ready for a bounce back.
I hear you, man. All right. Well, Joe, do you want to do a little recap of what happened during yesterday's games?
Yes. So the Detroit Pistons finally played all four quarters. Shout out to them. Um, they did. The Knicks did go on a little run, had everybody nervous, but the game before, I felt like personally they should be up 2-0, but because the first game they went on a 21 to nothing run, the Knicks did in the fourth quarter and won that game. But it's 1-1. It's not about feelings. It's about what the results are, right? So just breaking down the game yesterday, one of the main things that I saw was Cade Cunningham step into his big boy pants, and he dominated the game. As far as like if he wanted to control the tempo, the pace, whatever he wanted to do, he could assist. He didn't try to focus on assists, but he had a double double with points and rebounds, which is extremely hard to do as a point guard or whatever, right? I also noticed that Tobias Harris and Jason Duran both had double doubles. That is key. Duran still almost fouled out the damn game with 5 fouls. I think he had 3 in the first half or something like that. So if he can get that under control and they continue to do what they did, shout out honorable mention to Dennis Schroeder, who had 20, highest score coming off of the bench. He was an $80 million man for the Lakers, but he passed on it, bet on himself, and definition of fumbled the bag. But yeah, so that was pretty much the Piston side. From the Knicks standpoint, Brunson had 37. So he tried to play hero ball. Hero ball will not win you playoff games because all of these teams are above 500. They all know how to play like teammates. When I look at Karl Anthony Towns, he was the biggest disappointment. He only had 10. Like, that's not a normal number for him. Especially having 11 field goal attempts. So, whatever. That was the Pistons game for me. Did anybody else want to say something about the Pistons game before I move on to the next one?
I just want to note, like you said, piggyback on what you said about the Carl Anthony Town. Like, I'm sure there are so many people who are disappointed. I think his line was like 18 and a half, and he barely scored 10 points. So that's rough news. And you have to figure out, well, you have to know who their head coach is. Tom Thibodeau. Since when has he ever been a fan of hero ball? Especially when you have enough support coming from Josh Hart, Michael Bridges, you got Carl Anthony Towns, a couple of Jalen Brunson just doesn't play the best when he has that type of pressure on him. Yeah, we wanted a bounce back game, but you still, if you're going to succeed alongside Thibs, then his game plan has to be involved. And I can guarantee you, Jalen Brunson hero ball is hardly ever talked about from a Thibs point of view.
I mean, that's his motto is starters play forever. All the starters are over 30 minutes. So I mean, you can't really blame the bench when they're not in the game. And then Brunson and the players on the court, the motto is if a player is hot, let him shoot until he cools off. So I get it. But just to quickly jump into this Clippers game, the Clippers finally played all 4 quarters. They did not allow a fourth quarter comeback to Denver, which is really, really good. I think that Kawhi Leonard, after he had that stretch about us talking bad about him in the fourth quarter, this came out and dropped 39 points. So he's still looking like one of the most dominant players in the NBA. He was 15 from 19 from the floor, just outstanding. This game was very close. From a rebounding perspective, it was 23-24. So an assist perspective, both teams 23-24, both teams were passing the ball because both teams know it's going to take a team to win. Jokic, he had 26 points, but he was not trying to play hero ball. He saw that the Clippers were trying to force him to score, and Jamal Murray came along for the ride with 23 points. But like I said, Michael Porter Jr., he only had 15. He still hasn't really had a Michael Porter Jr. game. And Aaron Gordon only had 14. They need to change up the rotations, which is the job of a coach, to where, they get more production from their bench. Their bench only had, 19 points the whole game? You're not going to win a playoff game with only 19 points coming off the bench. So, and then Christian Braun only had 5 points. Like, that's not going to get it done, bro. You're starting. You have 34 minutes, and you got 5 points. Westbrook had 23 minutes and got 14. So, we have to talk about perspective. And, again, that's the sign of firing your coach right before the playoffs. So, I do think the Clippers pull this one out or pull the series out. But, again, that's 1-1. So, to get off my soapbox, get into today's games.
Man, that was just an overall just like really good just really good game, man. Like just from start to like finish. That was a hell of a game. But yeah.
Yeah, Zubac was a walking double-double, just like I said. 12 boards, 16 points.
Always.
Like, nobody's doing anything with that dude down low.
Well, fellas, let's go ahead and jump into today's games. And going to start with the Bucks at the Pacers. Pacers laying 4 points. Total is 228. As I'm sure everybody knows by now, the big news out of this game is Dame time. For me, I'm going to make this one super quick. I don't know what we're going to see out of Dame. I'm not sure how long he's even going to play. I really wouldn't expect him to be out there for a long time today. For me in this game, there's just a lot of unknown now. So as far as the spread, as far as the total, as far as all of that, kind of throws me off. So these actually other two games, I actually really like those. So for me, this was a very easy pass. Mr. Spread Gladiator, what do you have here?
Well, first off, I have both of Giannis home and away jerseys. So I really, really like Milwaukee through the season. Unfortunately, I don't see them making it past this round in the playoffs. And today, as good as that +4 looks, it's only going to make it to lean status for me. So I am leaning Milwaukee +4, and it's mainly due to spacing. So with Dame back, you have to account for him. We know Brook Lopez can pull out to the 3-point line. We know that this Milwaukee group does know how to gel together, and the less focus that they're able to put on Giannis, the better it is for the Bucks. So I do believe Dame does make some sort of an impact, but by the time I feel like he really gets his leg under it, it could be easily a 3-1 series. Well, yeah, 3-1 series or 3-2 series, and that might just be too much of a hill to overcome for the Bucks. So although I do lean this +4 spread, I am going to just have it as a lean.
Okay, I hear you that. Josh?
I'm not playing anything personally here. JD, like you said, man, the question mark here for this game is Damian Lillard. And I don't think anybody knows how he's going to come out and play. it's impossible to know with what supposedly happened. I know we had our questions on if that actually happened, a couple days ago, but whether it did or it did not, I mean, I don't think there's any conclusive evidence of him coming out and killing the game tonight, or just coming out and doing absolutely nothing with no minutes. So I'm not touching this. I know everyone's on Bucks +4 right now, or at least what I can tell. I would, if I had to play anything, I would definitely lean the Pacers though, myself.
Okay. Jeff?
Well, I'll be that guy. The only play that I like in this game, I'm buying into the hype. I'm doing Dame Lillard over 18.5 points for -104. Dame has always averaged north of 22 points per game his entire career. So you're gonna give me Dame, who's literally saying, "F it if I die. Like, I don't care about blood clots. I'm coming back." He was talking cash money shit. Like, at the game, like, he didn't care if he got a tech. Like, it was a timeout. Him and Halliburton got the drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Dame does not forget anything. Dame believes that he's a better three-point shooter than Steph Curry. He's already said it multiple occasions. Fact check it. Dame, when and this all started last year, like in the playoffs, when Tyrese Halliburton stole the "It's Dame Time" logo, like that rubbed Dame the wrong way. And Dame said something to him, and when they got into it, I'm buying into the hype. You're going to give me Dame Lillard at 17.5, 18.5 points for no juice? I'm taking it every day. It does not take long. Like, we're talking about Damian Lillard, who could just hit threes. Like, we've seen Dame put up 5 threes in the game. Like, and one of them was going to be an and one. That's 19 points. Well, yeah. So I'm buying into the hype. I'm taking Dame. It is a small play, but I am taking Dame for half a unit. So,
all right, I hear you there. So it sounds like our only official play out of that game is the Dame over points prop. Well, guys, let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Going to the Grizzlies at the Thunder. Thunder laying 14.5 points, total of 229.5. I'm going to be pretty quick on actually this game also. I actually have a max play going here. So I'm not going to be able to give that one out. As far as how the game goes, I don't think it's going to be a repeat, like of just how the first game went. But I don't think the Grizzlies, stand a real chance here though. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. This time, let's start off with Josh.
Yeah, man. So same thing. I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I don't think this is going to be 51 points again, right? By any means. But at the same time, like, Ja Morant, man, he didn't play very well that first game, and I think that goes without saying. So my only play for this game, and I like it a lot actually, is Ja Morant point total over. I got it at 22.5. I'm not sure where it is right now, but I don't know. My thing about it is, like, if they want to even come remotely close, Ja Morant's got to play basketball. And I mean, I was debating whether Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I was going to take his point under, which I know sounds nuts, but they didn't even need him last game at all. Like, they played insane last game, and he barely even did anything, really, or at least what I watched. So,
blowout factor. That's a real thing. So I'm with you on that, dude. I'll ride it with you if you're on it.
Yeah, why not, man? Why not? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. Thunder just outmatched pretty much every position on the Grizzlies by a great margin. Even their backups. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, Ja Morant's point total over 22.5 for me, or Shai's point total under 32 or 33.5. That's what I got.
That made me think of something and actually look it up, because I feel like OKC is just gonna let him actually shoot. It's just gonna let him shoot actually threes, and you can get the Ja 3 prop over 1.5. This is actually not even 2.5, over 1.5 threes at -145.
That's good value.
Gotta take it. That man been jacking up threes lately.
I was about to say he's like throwing up a ton of them, and I just feel like actually like they're gonna let him do that.
Sounds like a parlay of the day piece right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Now sitting here looking at it, guys, I like have to play that. I need to pull up some different books. I'm probably gonna play over 2.5 because actually like that should be priced very well.
He got 2 last time we did the 2.5. He got 2 in the first quarter.
2 in the first like 5 minutes, man.
Yeah,
not a damn thing the rest of the time. But anyway, spread. What do you have here, man?
So I do have a very unique play. A lot of people are gonna be. I could honestly see them winning by 14.5, but it's just so public. It's just such a no-brainer that it really just pushes me the wrong way. How bought in a lot of people are due to the loss that they had last game. But I know Memphis is a better basketball team than what they showed up as last week. If anything could have went wrong with them last game, it did go wrong. But what I do like is right now you can get the first quarter total over 55.5 at -122. That is my play in this game. And the reason I like it is because the Grizzlies have pride to play for now. Now they have a lot more to prove to themselves, and you're more likely to see them coming out trying to show their best. But again, Oklahoma City is so talented that they could easily score 25 if Memphis scores 30. So I do really, really like this over 55.5 first quarter, and it is one of my parlay piece hopefuls.
Okay, like that, Jeff.
I like that a lot too. OKC just hung up 32 on them last game. So
yeah,
to give you guys perspective, OKC, how deep that team is, the leading scorer came off the bench last game. I don't think anybody saw that. Aaron Wiggins, he had 26 minutes and 21 points. Every single starter was in double digits, 12 or more. Like when I look at stuff like that, that just screams team ball. That's the definition of team ball. But my play for this game is going to be Isaiah Hartenstein over 22.5 PRAs at -120. So to give you perspective, the entire 2025 season, he eats against the Memphis Grizzlies. The last 5 games, he's had 27, 30, 27, 33, 27. Like the last 5 head-to-head, he's averaged over 27 the entire 2025 season. So that's probably my favorite play, including last time. He didn't really have to play that much because they did blow them all the way out, and he still cleared this number. With Chet home on the court, there's no answer for that twin big. Chet is definitely the stretch type of guy, and that opens up a world of spacing issues for the Grizzlies because Zach Edey can't really stay on the court that long because he's not going to be matched up with Isaiah Hartenstein down low. So, yeah, Memphis doesn't have the lineups. The second play is Jalen Williams over 4.5 assists. I got that at -120. I'm sure it ballooned up earlier because it ballooned up to 154 last time I checked. But I do like his 5 assists for +110. So I like that as well. The entire 2025 season, again, he's cleared that number. Even in a blowout, he cashed 6 out of his 10 potentials. And today, if Memphis does make this game more respectable, in theory, he'll be on the court a lot longer, which would give him more potentials to clear this line. So those are my 2. And then if you put a gun to my head and say pick a side or total, I would choose the total game under 229. That is a lean. The reason why I like it is because I don't think Memphis scores over 100 points today. But I'm not laying a spread to a team that lost by 51. Like if Memphis got any heart, this is the game that they show up. But yeah, I lean the under just because I know OKC is going to put up 120. I just don't know if they'll get to 123 because they might take their foot off the gas. Because I can really see a 122 to 90 type game. So like OKC led the league in most double-digit spread wins this year, which is crazy. They literally made NBA history with the most double-digit wins. So this is a team to cover a 14.5 spread, but I'm not siding with the public. So like spread. So I'm just gonna chill. My lean would be to the under though.
I hear you there. Well, guys, we're about to head on to this last NBA game, but if you have any MLB questions, drop them in the chat. Uh, this actually slate today is really good. I have been in deep with all these games, so if you have any questions about any game, I can definitely throw something out there. So yeah, if you have any questions, definitely drop them in the chat. The last game up tonight, we got the Timberwolves playing at the Lakers. Lakers laying -5.5, total of 210.5. First game, Timberwolves won, and it really wasn't a game. Really wasn't. I had a big play on the over, and it looked like this game was going to sail over. And the Lakers decided to score 5 points in the last 7 minutes of the game, and we missed it by, I believe, 3 points. So that one hurt. But guys, I'm right back at it. Give me the over 210. I actually got it at 209. I actually think DraftKings may still have that. But guys, I like played that. I like played that big. Just once again, I cannot with these two teams. I cannot make the total this low. And I have adjusted everything, like for it actually being, like this actually type of like playoff game, and I still just can't get anywhere near that. Tonight, I do think that the Lakers actually show up. But I think the Timberwolves also show up. Like everybody thinks they're just gonna actually they like stole actually home court, and they're just they're just gonna go out there today. Like I do not think that. I think the Wolves are gonna go out there and try to get another one. So I think that this is gonna be an actually good actually game, and I will say I do think the Lakers probably end up winning. I'm not actually sure if they cover. But I think that between both these teams, they get up and over 210 points. So yeah, there's my main play here. Spread. What do you have here, man?
I do have a play, but Joe's the only one who hasn't went first coming off the recap. So Joe.
So for me, let's see. Dude, I love fading like trends that I don't believe are legit trends. Like, so there's no apples to apples, right? The whole thing about the Lakers being 26-14 against the spread at home, that's complete BS to me. This is a new Lakers team. Luka was not there for all 40 of those games. This team is still trying to figure it out. I think the Timberwolves win outright and they at least cover the spread. But my favorite play of today is the Timberwolves team total over 102.5. There's just no way I see them scoring under 103 when they dominated the Lakers from opening tip-off. When I watched that last game, not for 1 minute did I think the Lakers were going to win. LeBron James looked checked out. Luka was trying to play hero ball. Austin Reeves did not get going. Like, that is not Gabe Vincent and Dorian Finney-Smith. Like, none of those guys showed the hell up to the game. And if you're going to tell me that the Lakers starting five has to go against a solid dime-man rotation that's been together all year long in the Timberwolves, not to mention the Timberwolves had a size advantage. Like, you guys know, I'm a fan of old school basketball. Rudy Gobert is not really on the court that often, which is why I'm not on his PRAs. But I think he still had a double-double, if I'm not mistaken. Like, the Timberwolves had a size advantage, the spacing advantage. They're better on the road. I just think they get it done. So give me the Timberwolves +6 for 1.5 units, and then give me the Timberwolves team total over 102.5 for 3 units. That's how I see this one.
I definitely like hearing that. Josh, I think you're on mute, man.
Sorry, man. Sorry about that. I'm actually gonna follow, man, Joe from last time, from game one, dude. Rudy Gobert PRAs. And when you said it just now, I was like, bro, don't do it, bro, because I'm about to hammer this. Listen, Rudy Gobert over 22 and a half PRAs after I remember us texting and we're like, dude, this
Yeah,
dude is doing nothing.
he had 9.
I mean, bro, I swear I looked at my phone and it was like the third quarter. He had 2 points. I'm like, what is going on?
He ended the game with 2. Like he did not show up for me, and I'm like, yo, F this dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't see that happening at all again. So I have his PRAs over 22 and a half at minus 105. And I think JD made a good point, right? The script is going to say the Lakers win. The script is going to say that. Everyone thinks LeBron, there's no way LeBron goes 0-2. I'm completely against that, man. I think the Timberwolves proved who they were, and they've been, if you remember, dude, every year they make the playoffs, they always get trash talk. Oh, well, they can't do this, they can't do that. They always do it. They find a way to do it, man. And I feel like this year they're actually gonna like go pretty far. I don't see them not. Their team is so good, and they actually have a decent amount of depth as well. Nas Reed, love that dude tonight as well. So I don't know, man. I'm all over the Timberwolves plus 5.5. I'm gonna slam that line tonight for sure.
So, Nas Reed was a second leading scorer of the game. Anthony Edwards had 25. Nas had 23. The Lakers cannot do anything with a stretch big. So that's why anybody that's tall, that stretches the floor, they will always have wide open jump shots, which is why Nas Reed always hits threes against the Lakers. He just does it. And that's part of the game plan. They don't game plan for him. They're focused on stopping Ant-Man, rightfully so. But in that saying that, Lakers normally always dominate with small ball lineups, but small ball against Minnesota means Rudy should, in theory, be on the bench, right? Because he only had 24 minutes last game. He normally goes well into the high 30s, like 35 north. So when I saw it, I said, oh, damn, I get it. You know what I mean? And then he might have PTSD from Luka putting his ass on skates last year to send him home. So I don't know, man. I love Rudy Gobert, though. I'm never going to talk you off that prop. But, yeah, I don't see a world in which the Timberwolves don't at least cover, but I think they went on the money line.
So you already talked about my favorite play in this game, and it is the 102.5. Honestly, I just over my years of being a Lakers hater, I have learned to respect them when they are in Los Angeles. Am I rooting for the Clippers this playoff series? Yes. I want the Clippers to go very far. But at the same time, I have to respect the Lakers at their house. Do I see them losing this series 4-0? No. Do I see it? Could they potentially lose 4-1? Yeah, I could see them getting genuinely swept. But this Timberwolves they're gonna need over 105 points. If the Lakers are going to win tonight, they're going to need over 105 points. They're probably gonna need at least to score between 120 and 130. With that being said, that makes this Timberwolves team total a given. So that is my biggest play. I have about 2 units on 102.5. And that was prior to Joe presenting, but it's just hard to argue against that such low total. Because we were talking about a Hornets game a few months ago, and it was like, it's really hard for an NBA team to score under 100 points. Now you're giving me a playoff team at 102.5. It just makes sense.
Yep.
All right. Group ride.
I like it. Well, fellas, let's go ahead and get into it here. Let's first figure out what our play of the day is going to be.
Also, for the MLB fans, I do have a little sprinkled on the Mets plus 1.5. Philly had to travel to New York. Not very far, but I'm really liking the Mets plus 1.5. You rarely see the Mets being anything but the favorite nowadays, and they've covered the last 7 out of their 7 games against Philly, and they play pretty darn good at home. So I'm liking the Mets plus 1.5 for my MLB fans.
Okay. What are we thinking for play of the day, guys? Sounds like we were in that.
I like the Timberwolves and the over, like equally. So
I was about to say, I feel like we all kind of liked over there.
I think the Timberwolves dominate again, and the Lakers actually show up, so that over should soar. Like, I just think 216 is low as hell. Because what it's doing is it's taking into account that the regular season, none of the totals went over 215, right? Out of 4 times they met, none of them went over. That's letting you know that this is the exact opposite of the regular season. Both teams are going to score. It's postseason. It means more. You have all the starters out there, which what you didn't have during the regular season. So I'm on the total. However you want to do it. You want to do Lakers, T-Wolves, full game. You want to do just T-Wolves. You want to do T-Wolves on the spread. I feel like all 3 of those are A for me. How you guys feel?
I know that
total takes out the who has to score.
So well, that's what I like because I like really do think that the Lakers do definitely show up. So that's why for me, like I just like the full game here.
I'm with that too, because I know Ant-Man and his squad is gonna show up. They've been doing it all damn year, and the Lakers are forced to show up. So I see that.
Spread or Josh? Do actually y'all want to ride with those or?
Yeah, no, the over 210.5. That just seems so low, low.
It got bet up, didn't it? ESPN bet had it at 215 just now, but I still like 215. I think both teams score at least 115.
Oh, actually, no, man. It's only it is 210 in actually most shops.
Really?
Yeah, I see 209.
I mean, that's just extremely low.
Either way, like you ask one team to score 100, the other score 110. Like that's that's low, man. Too many ways that could happen. And don't sleep on this game could go to overtime because the Grizzlies did. I mean, the T-Wolves have been in a lot of overtime games lately. So there's that if you guys like the Lakers.
For sure. All right. Well, yeah. Let's just roll with that for the play of the day then. Timberwolves and Lakers over 210. And now everybody can get their parlay pieces in. Mine, we already talked about it. Mine is Ja over 1.5 threes made. Who would like to go next?
All right, throw me in there. Isaiah Hartenstein, PRAs. Whatever the standard line is. I like 22.5, but if it went up to 23.5, I still like that. So
no, there's the standard line here still.
All right.
So Josh, I'm gonna ask your advice on my parlay piece. I'm torn between the Thunder versus Grizzly over 55.5 first quarter total, or the Bucks plus 4.5.
Dude, you're asking the wrong guy, man. Because I do not like the Bucks at all today, man.
I say I'm gonna go ahead and and just put you in for that actually first quarter over there.
The first quarter 55.5.
Because both of them gonna show up in the first quarter today. Like,
I took it at the odds. I got it at minus 122, and that was just irresistible.
Yeah. All right, Josh.
Dude, I'm so torn, man. Like, I really want to do. I actually want to do an MLB play, which is weird
Hey.
for me, man. But
Whatever your favorite play is, bro. It's
Yeah.
so it don't matter the juice. It's gonna get there.
Man, mine's not even juiced. It's Flaherty, Jack Flaherty over 5.5 strikeouts. But you know what, dude? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do something that probably a lot of people are off of, which is the Seattle pitcher. What is it? Let me see. Let me get the exact line for you guys. Give me 1 second here. So it's the Seattle pitcher Bryce Miller over pitcher walks, which is 1.5. It's at -160 right now.
So
Love
on actually FanDuel, I actually cannot tie that one in.
No? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, man. I don't want to do Rudy Gobert PRA here because he's going to blow up for us if anything else. But, dude, is Naz Reid over 1.5 3-pointers still there?
Let's see.
It's probably juiced to high heaven right now.
But I mean, it's a 4-leg parlay. We go.
Yeah.
No, man, you can actually get that at -154. So now, like,
Oh,
sorry,
that's
that was good.
Yeah, let's do that, bro. I feel super confident in that, man.
me too. He just had 6 last game. We just asked him for 2. Like,
Exactly.
All right, guys. Let's see if I have all this correct on here. Ja over 1.5 threes made. Hartenstein over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The Thunder game first quarter over 55.5, and Naz Reid over 1.5 threes made at +648.
oh, that's sexy.
I am liking this one, guys.
Yeah, that's sexy.
I'm really liking this one. So yeah, that's what we were rolling with. Chat, we're about to get out of here, but do y'all have any other questions? Any basketball, any actually baseball? Do you have any other questions? If you have anything, drop it in the chat now. Once again, our play of the day is going to be the Timberwolves and Lakers over 210. You heard it, the guys. As far as the Wolves side, I know a lot of people liked that and actually their team total over. Like I said, I just prefer to have the Lakers in there also. But yeah, it sounds like if you want to play any mix of actually those, the fellas all like them. Yeah, and then the parlay of the day one more time. Ja over 1.5 threes made. I'm gonna play that separate. I'm actually just gonna play that as an actual straight play. Also, Hartenstein over 22.5 PRA. The Thunder game first quarter over 55.5. You got Naz over 1.5 threes made. And
I like all 4 of those.
Yeah. Sounds like Jabo really wants to hear Josh talk here. He is wanting to hear about the Red Sox and the Mariners. I'll go first to be really quick here. To me, there's a lot of unknowns in this game because I believe that. Let me pull it up here, guys. I didn't have anything pulled up. As far as Bello is actually making his first start of the season. And he's one of those guys you can kind of don't really know what you're gonna get. He can either pitch really well or either he can really get smacked. So yeah, I there for me just actually made it. That was a quick and easy pass there for actually me. But to either of heard.
Yes, I do. So we are talking. You said the Red Sox and Mariners. Right now, I took a small play earlier with Seattle at Boston. It's a little risky, but right now you can get the Seattle Mariners at +1.5. I really could see them taking the Red Sox, catching the Red Sox slipping today. For some, and it's just the intuition. I don't have as much data as I would like to back the play, but I really like the Mariners to really get hot bats today. So I don't see them lose by more than 2. And I actually would sprinkle it on the money line because right now the only thing they have working against them is Boston's team total. So Boston's been able to score at least 5 runs in last 3 out of the last 4 games against Seattle. And if they do that, yes, it's going to be a little bit tougher for the Mariners to keep up. But I do like it slightly less than I do the Mariners 1.5 +1.5. It is a little bit juiced right now, but that's my favorite play in that game.
Gotcha. Josh.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm so torn on this game. But JD, you said it best, man. Like, you just don't really know what you're going to get pitching wise here. I've been eyeing the over so hard, man. I want to hit the over, but then again, like something just keeps stopping me. And whenever that happens, I know I'm not playing it, right? There's no way I'm playing this game. But dude, if I had to play something like at all, and I actually don't mind this play, but it would be Red Sox first 5, or even the first 5 over 5 runs. Something just keeps telling me that like the over is going to hit whenever you see an over that high. And JD, I remember there was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, you said it right. There was an over like over 11, and you hammered that line.
Mm.
Why did you hammer that line, bro? You never see that, right? Whenever you see an over that's really high in baseball, something is going to happen. Like there is going to be a lot of runs scored, and that's just my gut feeling on this game is the over is going to hit either first 5 or full game or both. So
yeah, that goes in baseball. Normally, whenever a total is just really high, you do see those go over more times than not. And then also, whenever a game is really low, like actually, like you have a total of 6 or something like that, you normally see those games go under. Yeah, that's how those tend to work. I mean, actually, like that's there's not something to just like blindly do, but it's something to just keep in mind though.
Yeah, the weather is 57 degrees. So I was riding with JD when he took those Giants Phillies overs. Those are like the most sweat-free by the 5th inning cash bets that we had that week. So no, I don't have a play. I'm not touching any line that high. So I'm just not gonna do it. I love the basketball slate way better. So I'm gonna stick to what I know and just let y'all have it. So
all right, guys. Well, just gonna go over one more time for everybody. Put it up on the screen. Our play of the day is the Timberwolves and the Lakers over 210. Then our parlay of the day is Ja over 1.5 threes made. Hartenstein over 22.5 points, rebounds plus assists. The Thunder Grizzlies game, first quarter over 55.5. And then Nas to make over 1.5 threes. That will currently get you a nice plus 648. Yesterday's parlay of the day did lose, and we lost by the hook. So we were right there at it, man. We were right there at it. So hopefully today we can get y'all one here. But yeah, Spread, tell everybody where to find you at and what you have going on.
You can find me at Spread Gladiator on X or Twitter. Right now, I'm in a Capers tournament that's focused around the playoffs. I know I'm hitting about 60%, so however much that is in the win total. But I'm tied for 4th place out of about, I would say, 20 Capers. So hopefully I'm able to keep that going for a month plus and be able to bring the trophy home.
Nice. Josh, tell everybody where to find you at and what you have going on.
Yeah, man. So Film Room Report on X. I was on Instagram, but I'm focusing primarily on X now. Really, my main goal, man, is to just help newcomers, whether they're newcomers or just been in the game for a long time, don't know how to be profitable. I want to teach you, man. So, like, if you guys want, just send me a DM. Be more than happy to just run you guys through how to bankroll, manage, like, control your bankroll, and be profitable and not donate. So,
Love to hear that, man. Love to hear that. Joe, tell them where to find you at, man, and what you have going on.
Real quick, shout out to Josh. I think he swept tennis earlier today. Those two guys are the most humble guys ever. So I'm not. You can find me at the Bluebird app. Lay off the juice. I just love it, man. We got a little small community, but it's all love. If you go on my page, you'll see the qualitative stuff that I think factors into the analytics. Analytics are just pure quantitative. There are qualitative things that play into those factors or that may give me an edge to where I fade certain trends. So yeah, find me at Lay Off the Juice. I am not helping you guys bankroll manage. That is your job. Ask either JD or Film Room or Josh to help you out with that. I do love parlays. I'm very fun with them. So yeah, I mean, roller coaster, baby. Be responsible though, for real though. In all seriousness, be responsible.
Well, I did not realize that Josh had a tennis sweep. That is cool to hear because I also had a tennis sweep.
See, I knew one
Get
of
it.
So I think everybody knows what that means. That means look out on Twitter. We're gonna have a tennis collab coming for you tonight because tomorrow we got a full slate of tennis. We got a ton of matches going on, so I am sure that we can find something that actually we both like. So be on the lookout. We will definitely be dropping something for you there. Monzy Man is in the chat. Glad you could be here, man. In as far as the NBA, I actually do have a max play going tonight. I hope that everybody joins us for actually that. As far as the Discord, everybody is still running well. I know, like last night, actually, I actually think like MP hit a plus like 1,300 and like a few like plus like 400, 500s. That man hits more like plus like 500 or like greater odds bets. He hits more of them than anybody that actually I know. It's actually really crazy. So if you are a hockey person, you will love those bets. If you're not a hockey person, guess what? It doesn't matter. It still pays the same. You do not have to watch it because I know I don't. But anyway, yeah, definitely join us, guys. Joe, take us out.
You know, like my boy Callis said, you either win with us or watch us win. Either way, let's fucking win, baby.
Let's fucking win, guys. See ya.